Man, hey baby, how are you? This is to my daughter, Mia Mohir Beer. I hope they're not filling your head, telling you that I don't love you, cause I can hear, her sister telling her, don't talk to her. She's gonna try to use you for your money. She's gonna try I can already hear them. I know how they are. Don't talk to her. She's gonna try to bribe you and say this. That's not true. Just don't believe that stuff, because if I didn't care about you or your well-being, I would have kept you with me. I would have kept you sleeping on the street with me. I would have kept you sleeping in a shelter with me. I don't want to have a daughter that is selfish. I don't want to have a daughter that is not willing to be a team player. I don't want to have a daughter that is going to watch their own mother struggle financially and not help. That's not a good daughter. That's not a good thing. I don't want to have a daughter that doesn't help the poor. I don't want to have a selfish daughter that only thinks about herself. That's not what I want to have. That's not how I raise my children. And I raised you to be with me in poverty so we can grow together and learn how to care for the poor, how to, whenever we can, go to charity organizations and provide for the poor and food banks and things like that. Those are the things we would have done. We would have been such a power couple, as far as a mother and daughter power couple. I want you to have your husband and be with your husband. I've been praying for you to have a beautiful white guy as a husband, or a Middle Eastern guy, like, these girls that you're hanging with. I'm pretty sure you're going to have a handsome boyfriend. I was always thinking, like, maybe she'll marry her brother if she doesn't have anybody, but because they were not like blood siblings, I rebuke that. That's not what I want for you. It's just, these are all the thoughts that ran through my head, and I wish me and you could sit in a car like this and really chat. Like, that's my dream. But I didn't want you to love me for who I am, and you did exactly what I feared. Like, she's gonna block me if she sees me a mess. Like, I want you to watch me. Like, you see how I love Justin? I look at Justin Bieber and I adore him, absolutely, even in his mess. It doesn't matter if it looks garbage. It doesn't matter if it looks like he's homeless. I don't care. He's beautiful. I look at my beautiful diamond and I look past the dirt. Every time, if you see a diamond in the dirt, you gotta wash off the dirt. You cannot just abandon it, because the diamond is a beautiful rock. Justin is my diamond and you're my diamond. But if you're that kind of girl, I hate rich girls like that. Rich girls that think they're better than everybody, that have no care for the poor. You're fucking garbage to me. You get what I mean? A beautiful daughter is a daughter that is going to love the poor, that is going to love God, not a selfish little girl that listens to her stepsister, who's probably telling her to block me. Because she probably, because my daughter is sweet. My daughter is going to be like, what do I do? My mom is trying to talk to me. Should I talk to her? She'll probably say no, block her, because she doesn't want to lose my daughter. She doesn't want to they don't want to lose her to me. You know what? Screw Kayla. Fuck that little bitch. I don't even fucking like her. I don't fucking like her. I don't like any of them anymore. I thought they were sweet, but I don't fucking like them anymore. I don't care if you're fucking underage. You're not underage. Kayla is older. Kayla is probably like 20 something now. Kalia is 18. I don't care. If you try to pull my fucking daughter away from me, I'll take her way farther away from you. Watch. I'm going to be the most beautiful, most powerful, with or without Justin. Watch me. I'm going to do a great job. I don't care about you guys not loving me. I don't fucking care. I'll be in my fucking apartment and I'm going to enjoy it. I don't care about being in the limelight, but I'm going to work on my own robots. I'm going to work on my own cars. I'm going to work as long as I got God with me. I'm going to find a husband or somebody that's going to love me and make me feel good about myself, and that's going to join me in this fight of making the world a better place, because these are all those poor kids are like a part of my life. They're my children too, even if they're not my children, but they're people that I care for them to live a good life. And I went through what I went through to make sure that that whenever I go up, we have a plan for them, because it's definitely inhumane for human beings to live without a house, to live without a support. to be hanging out on the streets while everybody's ignoring them. And it's like finding an in-home care provider is absolutely one of the most important things in the world. And I know Justin is doing the best that he can to be the man that he is, and I don't want to make him feel bad. I don't want to make him feel like I'm leaving him, but at the same time, I'm just like, whatever. If you like just talk to me like a certain way, it doesn't really encourage me too much. It just makes me want to run off, but I want you to be yourself at the end of the day, because at least we know I'm not going anywhere. But it's like you got to pick a side at the end of the day. Like I said, you could be my daughter or you could be my worst enemy. And if you don't want to be my daughter, if you don't want to be a part of my life, then you don't have to be a part of my life. You have a family of your own, and I'm happy you have a family of your own. I wish you the best. I don't want to verbally abuse you or make you feel less than, because I know that it's not easy. I didn't want to rub my beautiful life in your life, in your face, because I know you love me. I know you adore me, Mia. I know you love me very much, and I love you very much. But I didn't want to throw my life in your face. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't want you to start thinking, oh, now that she gave me up so she could live. She's free without me. She's happy without me. That's why I showed you videos of me looking miserable, because I was miserable. I was going through misery. I did have times where I had fun with my friends. I did have time where I partied. I couldn't be an escort and have my daughter with me. Do you see what I'm saying? I was a loser mother that had nothing going for her. If I thank God for Auntie Shelley. She's an angel. God bless her. I thank God for her children for loving you. God bless them. But I'm also mad because they don't want they don't want to share you with me at all. And I think that's a selfish move to make. Fucking selfish. That is the most selfish move. I wasn't selfish when I gave my daughter to you, Shelley. I wasn't selfish. You guys were going to probably take her from me anyway. But I gave her up for you to have her in my life. My Auntie Shelley, their company, it was because of me giving her up for adoption that their company, they finally got own a multi-million-dollar company. They're still receiving a check from my daughter. You know what I mean? It wasn't like they just adopted her for free. The government has been paying them to be for my daughter to be in their lives. So they've been collecting money for being her stepmother. So don't try to act like it was just all out of love. You know what I mean? And then slapping my daughter while she's in pain already from missing her mother is the fucking cruelest shit I've ever seen. Like, you didn't give birth to her, nothing, but you fucking slap her? You slap her? That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. And then my daughter, I could tell she's a fucked up mother, because my daughter, she's like, we share everything with you. You don't want to share your mother's bracelet? I gave her a bracelet, and my daughter did not even want nobody to touch that bracelet. So disgusting fucking Kayla's like, can I play with the bracelet? I'm like, okay. And my daughter's like, okay, but my daughter first didn't want to let her play with it. She's like, she wants her to share her last, because she's sharing her life with her. I understand, but still, like, you have to let my daughter grow up. Like, you guys didn't even want her to at least have me for a little bit. Like, just a little bracelet. And you want to take that away too? They don't understand. And my daughter was crying to me. And my daughter was like, Kayla wanted to take my bracelet. And I was like, I'm so sorry. And Shelly was like, we share everything with you. We give you everything, and you can't share that little piece with us. And it's like, damn. Like, I get what you guys are saying, but it was too close to her heart, and it was too soon to take away. You don't understand. The things that you have mean nothing to my daughter. And if she doesn't have her mother. When a child doesn't have their mother, it's a whole nother feeling. My mommy, I love my mommy. She's always talking about me because we're best friends. We were best friends, and I hope we still can be. I can see myself doing business with my daughter. My daughter is the best business little girl I've ever met. Like, when she was putting in an application, the minute, and baby, the doors will always be open in my palace. They will always be open. I will always forgive you. I will always take you back. You understand me? I will always take you back. Don't listen to the crap. I will never deny you. I just don't want you to be that type of little girl. And I know you're busy, you're working, and I do thank God for Shelly, but she's gonna have to hear my meanness, because she was mean to me. This is not the end. I might be 36 years old, but I'm 36 getting younger and younger every fucking day. And I'm going to keep getting younger. And while everybody else keeps smoking weed, while Justin continues to want to keep drinking alcohol and smoking weed instead of staying sober, I'm just going to keep getting younger and getting healthier. Hopefully he can get it together. And I know you want to heal, but there's better ways. Like I said, let me gummy pills. Try those pills, babe. Eat healthy. Eat healthy. And I know you don't want to be told what to do. I don't want to tell you what to do. I want you to be the man that you really are. But everybody needs advice. I don't give you advice so that I can make fun of you or make you feel less than a man. And I know you don't give me advice to make me feel less than a woman. You give me advice to give me advice. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You know, and I know you can be mean if you want to be. I have to be strong enough to handle that meanness. I have to grow balls and be strong, you know, but I'm just letting you know I'm here to work. I'm not here to play games. I'm not here to mess around. I remember when my daughter was with me, she would observe me, and I would put my shoes on the side. And whenever she saw me put my shoes on whenever I fell asleep and I didn't get to put my shoes away, she would put my shoes in a little line and clean up the house for me. She would clean up the house with me. And my ex-birth mother would be like, she's just like you. When you were little, you used to do the same thing. You used to help me in the house. You used to do a lot of stuff. I was like, really? She said, yeah. I don't even like her at all, but whatever. But she used to help me. I mean, she's not really a bad person, but if I talk good about her, there's something that happens in my body, and so I have to keep talking bad about her. But I won't lie, like she when I was homeless, my birth mother is the one that took me in when everybody else denied me and said you can't be in the house, you can't be here. The only thing is that there were consequences, and it came at a price. Like, she's like, you can come in, but you're gonna have to face her being an asshole. You know, one thing I know about her is she takes care of her kids. You know, she doesn't abandon her kids or make them feel. She really doesn't. And that's what made me admire her, is the fact that she didn't abandon her kids. But I just didn't like a lot of her behavior. She doesn't understand, like, she thinks like if you talk to her about sex and stuff, you want to have sex with her. Something's wrong with her brain. Like, if I'm talking to you about sex as your daughter, it doesn't mean I want to have sex with you. I just want a mother that I can talk to about sex. I could talk to about my you know, I used to think I would have a best friend mother that I would talk to about my husband, but I don't have that, so I'm not going to do that. Now that she's shown me what kind of filthy mother she is, I don't want to say nothing about my husband, my sex life to her at all. It's fucking disgusting. I want a mother. I used to wish I had a mother I could trust. You know what I mean? Like, I would love for my daughter to be free to talk to me about sex and whatever is going on with her and her man. Like, I want her to let me know, because I feel like if you need any advice on how to probably, like, fuck your man better, or how to, even if it's weird, like, it wouldn't be weird. Like, I'll be like, here, let me teach you, or like help you out. Like, here, like, this is what helped me out when I was missing your dad, or my, not your dad, but your stepdad, Justin. When I was missing him, here are the things that I was doing. Or, I would use a dildo. I wouldn't cheat. Like, those are things I want to talk to my daughter about. I would never make her feel uncomfortable and be like, oh, let's have sex with each other. That's fucking weird. I would never fucking have sex with my daughter. That's so fucking disgusting. You know what I mean? Not that my daughter's disgusting, but it's just disrespectful to my daughter. I would never teach my daughter such manners. Like, these are beautiful little girls like my daughters. Like, you know, they're not my daughters, but I treat every child like they were my own. Like, you know, because they're so special. They're so innocent, you know, and children trust me and they feel safe around me. And I want them to continue to feel safe around me. I want my daughter to continue to feel safe around me. I would never violate a little girl's mind, you know, the way my mother violated my mind, the way she thought that I was her person, like the way she was talking to me as if I was an adult and not a teenager. Like, I don't trust you. You don't trust me. Like, I'm a 15-year-old. What the fuck don't you trust about me? You know, is it because I'm running off with my friends? 15-year-olds do that. What don't you fucking get? You know, she grew up in a different time. She didn't grow up in America, so she's an old school mother. And so I can't be around someone like that. So this is what I did with my birth mother. I thought vaginas were very beautiful. Like, vaginas are a work of art. Like, I would look at my daughter's vagina when she's little and I'd be like, compare it to mine. Like, because I hated my vagina for a while because of the scars that were on my vagina. And I would look and I would see if it looks just like mine. Hers had like a little line on the lip area. And I was like, I don't know where she got that from. I would literally pray, because mine doesn't have a little line on it. I would literally pray and be like, God, I pray that my daughter doesn't get razor bumps. I want her to have a clean, smooth kitty that her husband will be so proud of her and will love it so much. I want her to have a husband that's going to be so madly in love with her and be like, wow, your mother is like beautiful. Like, and because of you, like, you know, I want my daughter to love me. I want you to shine. I want you to love your mother, even if your mother looks like garbage. And when my daughter falls apart, I want her children to love her regardless. Fuck your friends. It's not about your friends. It's about your mother. Your friends can be your friends and stuff, but you got to learn how to love your mother unconditionally. Because I fought for you in the NICU. I could have given you up for not adoption. I could have had an abortion. I almost had an abortion. But it's not because I didn't want you. It's because I wasn't prepared to be a mother. I was scared. Because my birth mother used to beat on me all the time. So I was scared. I didn't know where I was going to go. Or was I going to get kicked out of the house? And I was like, maybe I shouldn't have a baby. It was too soon. But the doctor said it was too late to get an abortion. And I was happy. I didn't cry. I don't know if I cried. I don't think I cried. I was more scared. I cried because of fear. But I was so happy that I was pregnant too. Like, I told my sister, guess what? I'm pregnant. And my sister was like, I'm so mad at you. I'm not gonna help you. I'm like, I wanted you, babe. You were not a mistake. I didn't have you by mistake. Your baby's father, my baby's father, your biological father, he doesn't earn the right to be called your father. Look how much we look alike. We look almost like twins. I remember when they told my daughter, that's your mother. You look just like your mother. She was like, oh my God. She was scared because I had pimples on my face. But children think different. You know, children see things different. Like, you know, they're like, they see your flaws. You know, but look, I'm pretty now. So now I'm like, oh, so now you want to be my friend because I'm pretty? That's the kind of girl I am. I'm telling you. Whatever. Get in the car. Let's go. I love you. You'll always be my baby. You know, but I'm like, you love me only because I'm pretty. I don't want you to fucking love me because I'm pretty, because that's disgusting. I don't want anybody to love me because I'm pretty. I want them to love me because I'm a beautiful person inside out. You know, I'm a fucking great person. And I thank every woman out there that looked at me outside and with sympathy and not with hate. I appreciate that. And that's why I was like, garbage. I was like, I want to see who's my best friend. I want real, genuine people in my life. And I know a lot of white people, not these teenage girls. Teenagers are fucking gross to me. Like, not all of them. Not all teenagers. Not you girls that were like, not the girls that I met, you know, that I took pictures with. Not those girls. The nice girls. Just the ones that like to make fun of other girls. They're bullies. I used to get bullied by teenagers. Not a lot of them, but there's a lot of teenagers that probably bully me in secret. You know, laughing at me. And I'm like, fucking trolls. Like, I can't stand it. Like, you know? And this little girl, I was at Starbucks. This little girl, literally a teenager, white girl, comes up to me and she tries to, not all white girls are nice, trust me. It sounds like I say that. It's just because I had a majority of good experience with them. But most of them, and not all black girls are mean. Trust me, I've had some really nice black girls, just not that many. That's all. But, so I tell my daughter, like, I tell this little girl, comes up to me, and her friends try plotting to pour water on me. Like, literally, doing nothing. Like, I wish you death. I wish death upon them. For real. And it will happen to you. Trust me. Toy is this boy that used to bully me in high school. We were both in high school. I think he was in middle school. And he would always make fun of me and my sisters. He was always making fun of me. Guess what? He ended up jumping off of a building. Watch me make them die one by one. Bow down, right? Another group of trolls that came after me. It was karma. You don't mess with a powerful woman, right? And so and it doesn't mean mess with me so you can die. Go kill yourself on your own terms. I'm not talking about you, my daughter. I'm not talking about your beautiful daughters. I'm talking about the fucking trolls that they're like, oh, if we mess with her, we're gonna die, and they wish death upon themselves, so they mess with me. You can die without messing with me. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't care. I have the right to say the things that I need to say to express myself, right? And it's like, if you want to be suicidal, that's your fault. You know, if you don't love yourself, don't expect me to come out on a roof to save you. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? That's the same thing when Tyshawn tried to kill himself in my apartment. Guess what I told him? I said, get out of my room. Get out of my apartment. You're not going to do that shit in front of me. You think I went to go after him with a knife? What if he stabbed me? You guys need to be careful. They do this. Some guys want to commit suicide, and so they can bring you close to them, and then all of a sudden they jump off the cliff and pull you with them. You know, I'll talk to you from a distance. If you die, if that's your fault, you're going to suffer the consequences, because your life is not your own. So you want to commit suicide? That's on you, not me. It is not my responsibility to make sure that you're okay. You're an adult. You have your own responsibilities, but I'll do my best to try to make things okay because I care about you. Okay? And because I care about you, God makes that's my responsibility to do my best. But I don't want you guys, you girls, and you people to think I'm just gonna, because kids are like that. I want to see how much she loves me. You know what I mean? How would she do anything for me? I'm not going to do anything for you. I have to be careful. I'm an important public figure. I can't commit suicide. I can't, you know what I mean? I can't do those things. You should have seen what happened to me when I tried to commit suicide. So I'm not taking the fall for anybody. And I wasn't trying to commit suicide for attention. It was my own personal issues that I had because of the abuse that I faced. I no longer am suicidal. I don't want to be suicidal because I don't want to suffer the consequences from the other side of trying to die. Because I know the important person or the public figure that I am, and the asset how important I am to this planet. You need to see that you are important to this planet, and I don't need to tell you that 10,000 times for you to see it. I want you to believe it and know it and keep it and keep that in mind. You can replay this video over and over and over. Anyways, thank you girls for loving my daughter. Thank you for being there for her. I appreciate you so much. I don't hate you. I love you. Thank you, Kayla, for being there for my daughter. Thank you for loving my daughter. I don't know. Kayla doesn't seem like a very nice person to me. I don't really trust her. I don't trust anybody that teaches my daughter bad things about me. Like, you don't see, like, at least Auntie Shelly told me, like, your mother loves you. She gave you up because she loves you. That's what I want you to tell my daughter. It's like, well, why don't you let me talk to my mother? my daughter didn't want to talk to me anymore. So what were you telling my daughter that she didn't want to talk to me anymore? You see, I was honest with you. I could have kept that secret from you, Miss Shelley. I could have let me and my daughter have that private little life, but I respected you as a fucking woman. I respected you as a fucking woman. I was a grown-up adult. Why you want to call me mental and crazy and irresponsible? I was a grown-up adult and told you about my daughter. Don't you think I knew you were going to you think I was stupid? You think I'm stupid? I knew you were going to read the messages I sent my daughter. I was sending them to your cell phone for fucking Christ's sake. For goodness sake. Forgive me, Jesus. Right? I'm not stupid. I knew you were going to read it, but I wanted you to know what my daughter is doing so you could take responsibility. I want you to allow her to talk to her daughter, but I should have known better than to fucking trust you. I chose you over the trust of my daughter. I chose you over the trust over this relationship with my daughter, and you fucking betrayed me. I feel so fucking betrayed. We signed a fucking contract, an agreement, and you broke that shit. I'm gonna sue the shit out of you the minute I get a chance to. I don't fucking care if you took care of my daughter. I'm gonna take those fucking millions from you. Watch, I'm the fucking boss. Because you know how painful it is for children to go through this? You gotta walk your children through adoption. You gotta walk them through adoption. It is the hardest times, the most traumatizing experiences they could ever have. 1 minute they're with their mother, the woman that's been in their womb all their life. The next minute they're with a fucking stranger that they don't even know. That's traumatizing. I've never experienced that because I was with my sisters, but I could only imagine what my daughter was feeling. Did you take her to therapy? These are the things I want to know. Is my daughter in therapy? Enough therapy? Is she in physical therapy? Is she stretching? Is she feeling better? Is she eating healthy? I told you to feed my daughter vegan. Then you're like, the food is already served because you eat meat. That company, Bowling 360, they serving chicken, nothing but chicken. Meat is going to be, when I become queen, I'm going to illegalize meat. I am going to illegalize animal suffering and animal torture. I'm not fucking playing. And me and King, what's his name? Fuck. Elon Musk, we're ready for fucking war. He's ready for war because you guys want to fight with us because you want to keep torturing animals and eating meat. Then we're going to send robots on your asses. I don't want that. So start taking your painkillers and your injections. I don't want you guys to go through pain. I don't want you guys to suffer, but I don't want animal suffering in this world no more. No more animal torture. The reason you guys are crazy and are drinking alcohol is because you're eating unhealthy and you won't stop. Who runs this fucking world? Prove it. Prove to me you're the fucking boss by putting that shit away. Stop fucking putting the steak knife on a chicken, and stop putting the steak knife on an animal, on a dog, on a cow. Those are animals. Those are people too. You guys are disgusting to me. You walk around talking about another person torturing animals, another person not taking care of their dog properly, but you're feeding your dog animals. You're feeding yourselves animals. And you call yourself my fucking husband, but you want to talk shit to me about how I'm not dealing with my dog properly. Because I'm focused on making sure your mental health is good, making sure you feel good. Do you think this energy that I'm sending off of you, do you think this energy is coming off of me walking my dog? It's coming from me relaxing. When I relax my body, you feed off of that energy through the golden cord I'm sending. And I don't mean to be an asshole to you, but I have to put my foot down and let you know I'm trying to be gentle as possible. I am performing a ritual in my bed. And I'm sending off good energy to you so you can heal. Because you are a powerful, important person, Justin. And so everybody around, so you can heal. Steve Jobs can heal. Paul Walker can heal. God can heal. The world can heal. We don't have time to feel discomfort so a fucking dog can get stimulated. As much as I love animals, she's doing fine on the patio. She's eating meals every day. That's why she's healthy. My dog is quiet. She's a good dog. We go outside, she doesn't bark. People pet her, she doesn't bite. You saw how she was petting those little girls who were petting her? They feel safe around her because she's a good puppy. I see these animals running around barking like crazy. What are you feeding them? Unhealthy food. That's a sign that the dog is unhealthy. Something is wrong with your dog. If your dog is barking non-fucking stop, you couldn't fix it, but you're worried about my fucking dog? And you tell me I'm abusing my dog? So what? She's living in her poop. She's being disciplined. You want to poop like that? You sit in there. And you wait for me to be better. When I get better, I'll be there. I'll be able to pick that shit up every second of the day. But I'm not going to risk my own life just so that I can clean up your poop every second of the day. I'm getting an in-home care provider to do that job for me. I have to be gentle with my puppy every day. This is for real. I don't just throw my puppy around. Sometimes I spank her. For the first time, I spanked her a little bit because she wrestles with me. I wish I could. I'm going to record it next time. Because she gets so fucking hyper. And I'm trying to put her clothes on. And I'm like, if you're going to keep acting like this, you're not going to be in my purse. Imagine she jumps out of my purse. I'll spank her. Not too hard. Spank her a little bit. Sometimes I have to manhandle my dog. I don't mean to. I mean to. No, I actually do, because she's stronger than you think. You should have seen me. I had to slam her little body on the floor. Not too hard, though. Of course, it wasn't too hard. She wasn't crying at all, so I wasn't hurting her. I don't care if you call that abuse. It's not abuse. Because what abuse is not disciplining your animals. It's not putting them in their place and allowing them to do whatever they want. And especially when you know there's dangers ahead. I see what my dog doesn't see. My dog only sees what's around her. She doesn't even have the brain to know how to cross the fucking street. She does whatever she wants. That's why I have to keep her on a leash. You understand? I'm the fucking boss in this house. And when I say be good, I mean be good. And she's gonna have babies, puppies, so she can learn how to be a real mother. To use her brain. I've seen dogs do incredible things. She can do it. My dog is not disabled. See, she's good. And that comes with me teaching her, pressing her. How many times did I have to throw her in that purse and say, sit down? I say, sit the fuck down. Because if you jump out of here, you're going to be hurt. I'm not going to be hurt. You're going to be hurt. I can't afford to spend more money to go in the hospital, take her to the hospital. You can't afford. The last time she didn't want to listen to me, she got hit by the door accidentally. The door probably accidentally hit. You know what I mean? I was like, that's why I told you to go sit the fuck down. And I had to tie her to a chair. My dog is a good listener once you train her. She was listening. You know, you got to train your dog. She wasn't acting like that before, but when you give animals so much freedom, they start to wow out. So these are things you need to be ready for when you see how you raise your animal. If you want to take the responsibility of training my dog, be my guest. Be my guest. If you're able to do it. Justin, babe, I don't mean to be rude to you. I love you, but sometimes I have to talk. I have to stand up, let you know. I have to be firm with you. I don't mean just like you have to be firm with me. That's understandable. You tell me how you feel. You don't have to hold back. Even if I say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Sometimes it's how you feel. If you feel that way, then just say how you feel. I might be hurt, but I'll be better. I might run away, but I'll be back. I might say, I don't love you today. Doesn't mean I don't love you tomorrow. Doesn't mean I won't love you forever. I'll grow and get over it. This is, when I get my millions, this is the kind of car I wanted to get my daughter. This is what I would give my daughter, a nice car. I'll give her a car like this. I'll give her a bulletproof car. but we could start small. Elon, may you please make these cars bulletproof too? I think all Teslas should be bulletproof for sure. This is a nice car. Thank you, guys. I'll talk to you later. I'm done. I love you, baby. I wish you the best. I love you guys. Thank you. I don't really love you like that because I don't know you. I don't know if you guys are talking bad about me. But I thank you for loving my daughter, okay? Later.